found comfort in reading. I have never found security in reading. In fact, all of my life I dodged having to read anything other than tweets or text messages on my cell phone. When the idea of reading comes to mind, I automatically think time-consuming, words that are absolutely impossible to comprehend, or something I will have a test on in the next week. I never understood the people who found another world in a book, or maybe I never believed them. I always believed people who spent their free time in the library were very strange people. I never had that moment in my childhood where I snuck away in a nook to read something until someone physically had to come find me for dinner time. I am the girl who is quite the opposite. I never could comprehend the fact I was extremely well at something I hated doing until I looked at our modern school systems. I'm not saying that teachers in modern day teach us to hate English. In fact, I'm not saying that at all. Teachers assign us classic works of literature and hope to morph students in becoming adolescent versions of William Shakespeare, Charles Dickens, or Jane Austen. By getting students to read history's greatest novels, teachers hope to lure us into this utopia of classic literature. In their eyes, everything else is just inconsistent and poor works. It wasn't until I had my very first English teacher in junior high who was the most transparent teacher I've ever met, Mr. Barnett. He set aside the classics and made students pick up a novel that was inspirational, that we could take something from and apply it to our life. He didn't force us to read it. He didn't assign a huge paper or a test. He didn't pry us at all. Instead, he just encouraged us to read. Tuesdays with Maury allowed me to pick out elements from the novel that I could relate to. A struggle I was facing, a disappointment I did not know how to deal with, or a loss I was not ready to lose. Tuesdays with Maury changed the way I read because I was able to take so much from it. It was one of those novels that make you wake up from this fake world you were living in. It was almost as if I was meeting with Maury every Tuesday. The story captured a pure essence of a man with good in his heart, a man who lived a life of true joy, content happiness until his very final breath. When a timer is placed on Maury's life, he obtains this surreal dying man's perspective of the most substantial, important things in life. Maury, who was diagnosed with ALS, was able to go through such a hard-bearing, extreme disease with such a powerful outlook on life. The book that was placed upon my hands turned out to be something that helped me discover even more of a person I aspire to be, the person I would be proud to know by the honorable actions Maury teaches. It is such a profound encouragement, almost a plea from not Maury but the author, Mitch Albom, to hold on to what you believe in and finding the meaning in goodbye. I don't think teachers have terrible intentions to make us hate reading. They just want us to be better at it. But what if it motivates us to be better? What if those motivational novels teach us to be a better person? Literacy enables humans to achieve full potential to be successful in more than one way. It enables brains to think thoughts beyond what normally could be processed in our minds. I couldn't say I spend my leisure time hollowed away in a novel. Couldn't say that finding a new book under the Christmas tree would be ideal for me. However, I can say that I now know that reading serves a purpose, and not a small purpose, an outrageous